Hi, my name is Sundown and thank you for coming to my channel. What happened?
Ever since the day that you went away, you've been sending flowers to me, flowers today, flowers.
I'm Sundown. Thanks for coming to my channel. I thought I would use the Icon Sign Lash Lift Eyelash Perming Kit that I got off Amazon. I have used this before and it worked really well the first time. But I thought this time I would go ahead and do it on camera and see if anyone else could benefit. So there are a couple of things in this kit that I want to go over before we start. There is number 1, which is the perming solution. Number 2, fixation. Number 3, nutrition. And number 4, cleanser. Then there is a false lashes glue, which we'll use to glue on silicone pads onto the eyelids so that the eyelashes can get put into place before applying these solutions. A cleaning tool, and then the lift pads, which are what gets glued on your eyelids. So I guess let's just zoom in and get started. All right, so hair's pinned back. We are ready to go. First step is use cleanser number 4 to remove the oil, dust, and makeup residue. All right, so this is cleanser number 4. You see that? Nope, sure can't. Okay, it's not gonna work. It says cleanser number 4, I promise. Just going to use a cotton pad with the side that doesn't shed as much. All right, so I'm only gonna do one eye at a time, but I'm gonna go ahead and cleanse both. Now, step 2 is to apply the eye pads from under the eyelids to protect your skin from the lotions. So this kit is not made in the US, and I did notice that some of the instructions don't make perfect grammatical sense, and sometimes it references things that aren't in the kit, like these under eye pads that they're talking about. You could probably improvise with something else. I'm just gonna go without. So we're going to move on to step number 3. Put glue on the eye pads and then place on the upper part of the eyelid and make sure it is stayed. I think they meant to say something else. I apologize if you hear the traffic outside. I live near a big street. All right, lift pads. Still blurry, you can kind of see it. So there are multiple sizes in this box. The sizes are supposed to be based on the size of your eyes, your eyelids, and your eyelashes. Here's small versus large. You can see there's a difference just in terms of surface alone, but if you put them on their sides, there's also a massive difference in the curvature of each of these pads. Small is not curved very much, which means if you put it on and you put your lashes on, they're going to go almost straight up. The large is extremely curved, and if you put them on, they're going to curl back. I have very long eyelashes and very thick eyelashes, so I like the larger of the options, but there are 2 medium levels as well. Maybe I should do one of those. It looks like this one's been used. These are reusable as long as you clean them, and I can tell that I used this one, and I'm wondering if I should use that too. Actually, there's 3 sizes, I'm sorry. Small, medium, medium 1, medium 2, and large. So what do I want to do? So sorry that I'm not looking at you and I'm looking off to the side. It's just so I can kind of see what I'm doing because my monitor's not working. All right, so I feel like this could work. Although large could be nice too. Is that okay? Do I like that? Is that too much? What do I do? All right, I think we're gonna be a little crazy. I think I'm gonna try the large. So first thing, I am actually going to take some extra steps. I'm going to use a spoolie and brush out my lashes. And I am actually going to use my curler, mine's from Revlon, and curl the lashes as well. I find that this helps them go into place a little easier when I'm actually trying to glue them to the pad later. And I will say, hands down, this is not the easiest process in the world to do yourself. If you have someone who can help you with it, that's awesome. But it is possible. It might just take a while, especially the first time. So got my mirror. I'm going to do my right eye first. We're gonna brush it out. So we're gonna curl. You're going to take your lash glue and our large lift pads and apply it all over the back. Ooh, wait. We're going to trim these a little because they are just really, really big for my eyelids. I think I'm going to have a hard time keeping them on, but I'm going to trim just a little bit off. Okay, lash glue, lift pad. We're going to rub it all over the inside and really coat it well. Let that get tacky for just a second. Guys, I thought I was recording. All right, so basically what just happened was I gave it about a minute, let it get nice and tacky. I then stuck it to my eyelid as close to the lash line as possible. It is definitely poking me on the inside of the eye, but you know what? What can you do? Next step is to apply this lash glue. I can't. It's to apply the lash glue to the lash pad on the outside so that your lashes can then get pushed into place. You want to make sure that your lashes are placed on the pad the way you want them to be when this is all over. They are going to look exactly like they look on the pad. So if they are all crisscrossed and clumped, they're going to come out crisscrossed and clumped. If they are all off to one side, they're going to go that way. If there's a split in the middle, which I've done on accident, it's going to stay that way. And once you get them on the pad, it's a little difficult to get them off and get them back on. As you'll see in a second, it's just, this is the hardest part. But once you get this part in and it's nice and solid, you'll be set. I actually like to start with doing like the back half of my eyelid, getting those ones up, and then moving to the front. You guys see me? All right, cool. So nice big gob of glue all over the back half of the pad. Another thing that if this is not working out for you, you can always try and use the spoolie. I oftentimes end up using my fingers too, but that is when I mess up the placement. So wish me luck. All right, so if you can see, in pushing them up now that it's tacky, very few of my lashes are actually sticking the first time around. I'm telling you, this part's kind of a bitch. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, but it is. Something else to note, if you're going to end up using the larger pads, I'm sure you can't see it on here, but I can actually feel little baby lashes that aren't quite long enough to even climb the slope of this pad, and might be an issue in terms of those ones curling. I've never used the large pad before, so I didn't think of that. So we'll see what happens. I'm actually going to continue on doing the front half of the eye, or the inside half of the eye, and then go over the whole thing with glue again and get all the little baby hairs that I can get. Ooh, new issue. The lift pad is trying to come off the eyelid now. You guys, this is not easy. I did just order, see, okay. Can you see that? These front lashes are going off to the side. They're gonna look like that now. I'm gonna roll with it. Oh God, this is so stressful. Right, I don't think I really got enough glue on the innermost corner, so nothing wants to stay there. All right, I'm now gonna bring eyelash glue actually onto the lashes underneath. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. almost like mascara. All right, we'll give that a second to dry. Let's see how we're doing. I have definitely got some that want to cross mingle. There's no fraternizing, ladies. Fraternizing? Fraternizing. What is it? So don't freak out if you do this and it doesn't turn out the way you want it, especially the first time. This is super tough. There are resources online and experts online that can help you undo the curl, fix the clump, deal with whatever, kind of problem you might have incurred from trying this for the first time. But don't let that dissuade you. You should totally try it. I can't wait for this to be done and you guys to see the results. Okay, so the pad is sufficiently on with all of the eyelashes. I cannot feel any of them poking out. Everything feels really secure. So we are gonna move on to the next step. So we are supposed to let this set for 1 minute. It's been a minute off camera, and use Perm Lotion number 1 right here. Okay, cool. Still can't see it. Awesome. You guys, I'm really good at YouTube. We're going to put this on eyelashes and cover your eyes with a plastic wrap. Perming time 10 to 12 minutes. So I have never actually done the plastic wrap. It doesn't come with anything. To do that, I could easily take saran wrap, I'm sure, or cut up a plastic bag and do it. Again, if you're gonna do this for the first time, I suggest following the instructions on the kit that you have. However, I've never done that step and it's still always worked out. So it does not come with anything to scoop the lotions or the mixtures out of. So I always come in with a clean Q-tip. I wish it came with something, but this will do. So we're just going to dip it in and get a generous amount on the end. Can you see that? We are going to put this all over the lashes. It does not smell good. It smells like perming lotion or perming solution. If you've ever got your hair permed in the 80s, or in my case in the 90s, definitely happened as a child. I have noticed as soon as I started this, a couple of my lashes starting to pop off already and not want to stick. That could probably be why having some sort of plastic wrap would help, not only for heat, but also to hold these guys in place. I'm a little concerned about the ones popping off. And like I said, I've never done it before, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the plastic wrap. So I am going to go off camera, throw on the plastic wrap, and set a timer for 12 minutes, and I will be back. All right, I actually just wanted to show you guys what I did for the plastic wrap. So I cut a piece of saran wrap, and I am actually just gonna pop it on and use my finger to brush all of the lashes in place. You guys, it's a super good look. If my dog told me he had to go out right now, I'd have to just let him pee in the living room. All right, I'll be back in, at this point, like 10 minutes. 12 minutes of TikTok later, we are back. It's time for the next step. According to the instructions, we are going to take this bad boy off, remove Perm Lotion 1 with the Y brush, that is this. Put on fixing agent number 2 and cover your eyes with plastic wrap again for another 10 to 12 minutes. This isn't gonna do anything. If you use makeup wipes, go ahead and use one of those. Very gently though, try and just kind of wipe the first lotion off. Oh man, they're coming off. You guys, what's happening? You know what? I honestly think I might apply more glue. Is that the answer? Is that what I do? All right. I'm gonna put some more glue on them. So I have put more glue on and repositioned my lashes. They just don't want to stay, but this is gonna work. I know it's gonna work. Next step is the Fixation Lotion. Oh, yeah, nope, still blurry. We're going to go in with a new Q-tip, one that's not been used, and do the same thing as the previous perming lotion. We are going to now cover with plastic wrap and wait another 8 to 12 minutes, however long you decide, not the used one, rolling with a new piece. And I will be back for the next step. Hi, okay, we are almost done. So we're going to remove the plastic wrap. Like the first lotion, we're going to remove this. Oh, and all of the lashes are coming off. It didn't come off the pad last time I did this like they are today. It's all right, girl, we're done. It says to take the cleaning solution that we used on our lashes or on our eyes before to make sure there was no residue and just kind of soak off the top. See, you can't even see them. If this failed, the nutrition lotion, you guys, it's almost in focus this time. Clean Q-tip, dip it in this. This is kind of an oil consistency. I'm going to brush off any remaining lashes. As you see, there are none. And I'm going to take this on the other side of the lash pad and use it to kind of coax that off. Doesn't hurt at all, very easy to come off. Oh my God, it didn't work. Did it? Hi. All right, guys, I have to be completely honest. That did not work. And if when I take this off, it does work, I now know that it is because the larges were too big. My lashes had a little bit of lift compared to the other side, but not much. And the only thing I can think of is that this is so thick that it didn't really lift that much. If it only goes halfway, you know, it's really not gonna do a whole lot. So I just redid them with the same size that I've used in the past. In this particular kit, it's called M2, medium 2. It's just one size down from large. So we're going to remove this and see what's up. Oh, yeah, it's just coming off. You guys, I swear I wouldn't have done this if I didn't think it was gonna work. Okay, this is definitely better. Let's see what we're working with. Okay. Can you, I mean, I can clearly see a difference, right? So this eye has not been done and this eye has been done twice. Whenever the time comes that I do need to redo it, I'm probably gonna go even smaller, either M1 or maybe just medium. I'm hoping you guys can see a difference side by side. I'm going to go off camera and do my other eye. It doesn't say anything about not getting them wet or applying makeup on them overnight, but just to be safe, I'm not going to. I will come back tomorrow and show you what it looks like when I apply mascara, 1 coat, 2 coats, what I'm using. See if this lift lasts through the night. I'm second guessing everything at this point, so it very well may not. So it is the next day, and honestly, it didn't work. I know that I mentioned this at the beginning of the video. I have used this kit before and it did work in the past, but there are a few things to consider. The first time that I used this kit, I did not do the plastic wrap over the eyelid. I would think that that would actually help, but again, I didn't do it last time, and last time it did work. The other thing is, of course, the size of the lift pad. Like I mentioned, that the lift pad I used was just too big and wasn't giving enough, I guess, I don't know what the word for it is, but it was just too big and it wasn't going to work for my length of lashes. I have long lashes, so I cannot imagine how long your lashes would have to be to actually get that to work. When I do this again, I will use one of the smaller sizes, even smaller than the M2. The third thing, which I didn't do yesterday because I wanted to stick as true to the instructions as possible, is I typically left these solutions on longer than recommended. The instructions say 8 to 12 minutes for the first two solutions. And typically I want to say that I did 20 to 25 minutes on each eye for each solution last time. My lashes are very thick. I had used not this exact kit before. Well, I did last time, but before that I used different versions of the kit and had found that by keeping it on longer, it actually held better. So I'm not going to recommend that you do that because I am not a professional. But I will say that I have done that in the past and that has worked for me. So I do just want to show you kind of where we're at today. There is a little bit of a lift. I don't know if you can see it. This is the Voluminous Lash Paradise. It's kind of a dupe for Better Than Sex if you've ever used that. So go ahead and do one coat. Again, I have not curled these with a manual curler. It's just from the perming solution yesterday. All right. I mean, with mascara, right? That looks pretty good. Maybe it's just because my lashes are lighter in color. Or maybe it's just because this mascara is bomb. Oh, cute. Now going back. Now this eye, I only did one time. And I did it with the M2 lash pad. Whereas this first eye I did twice, once with the large and then again with the M2. So I don't know if that makes a big difference or not. What do you think? I mean, for not using a curler, I'm not mad. It was a lot of effort for this. But I'll do it again. And maybe when I do that, I will film again and I'll only show you guys if it actually works. There's no point. All right, so I'm not mad. That's where we're at. Yeah, this side's definitely not quite as curly, right? Oh well. Just a little bump on this one to try and match. Oh, you guys, I'm just ruining it. All right, so there we have it. The Icon Sign Lash Lift from Amazon. Following the directions to a T, close to a T, lowercase t, didn't really work. It's worked in the past when I am being a rebel, but actually following the instructions did not work for me. So let me know in the comments if you guys have ever tried this and what your results were, if you have a different brand that you've tried and maybe worked better, or a different brand that you want me to try in the future that you recommend or are considering buying. So let me know and I will see you guys next time.
Flowers today.